Hey guys, it's me, Delicious Delights, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impressions video. This is going to be a niche fragrance, and it's the House of Memo, Memo Paris. This is a new release, and it's called Tiger's Nest. Okay, so the House of Memo, I'm slowly discovering this house. The first one that I've tried from this house was called Inlay. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. I like a lot. It's like a floral, osmanthus, citrusy. It has tea notes in there. It's just beautiful. I like it. So the second one that I've tried from this house absolutely blew me away. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet because there's a review video coming up on my other channel with Andrew, Eau De Cupcakes, where we'll be discussing that. So this is my third experience with this house, this is the third fragrance that I've smelled from this house. Actually, I have tried, when I was in Paris some years ago, I have tried a lot of their line, but it was totally like went over my head because I was sniffing that whole entire day and my nose was completely done for that day, so I don't really remember anything, so that doesn't count. So Tiger's Nest. I don't know anything about this fragrance. I just know that it has a very, very, very cool name. And I'm already like picturing what it might smell like just based on the name of the fragrance, Tiger's Nest. Okay, let's go here. Fingers crossed. That's good. Okay, so my first impressions. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of an image here. And I don't know if it's because of the name of this fragrance, but for any of you that know what Tiger Balm is, it is a medicine, like a Chinese medicine. I think it's Chinese, I don't know. But it's a medicine that's in a little pot. And it smells like a very herbal, it has a very distinct smell. So it's really hard to explain to you. But it is a very strong herbal green Vaseline type of smell. And I do smell it in here, and I'm not sure if that was intentional or if it's because of the name, like Tiger's Nest, Tiger Balm. I do smell it in here, but I'm going to put that aside and try to describe this fragrance. It smells like Tiger Balm, seriously. But not just that. Okay. So there's something really creamy in here as well. Very creamy and dense. Earthy. Maybe some green in here as well. Very soft. Very subtle, but very strong at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. Subtle and strong. It has a very distinct smell, just like Tiger Balm does. And even though I said I wouldn't mention the Tiger Balm, it's really, really reminding me of it a lot. Yeah, it's medicinal. And it's extremely soft. Like, I'm picturing like a very soft, almost slightly leathery, slightly earthy, dark. Maybe there are also some woods in here. And I just can't get away from the Tiger Balm association, so I'm going to bring it up again. If you can imagine taking that smell of Tiger Balm, taking the intensity of that smell and like chopping that in half, and taking that creamy, lotiony, Vaseline-y, slightly oily substance and then rubbing it all over a big tree log. And it's warm, so a warmed up tree log. That's what I'm getting from this fragrance. There's a little bit of spice in here that makes it even more interesting. It gives it a little bit of a more darker feeling. It's quite subtle, as I said, but it has a very strong character. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I think it's beautiful, you guys. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I don't know what it is. I'm really curious what the notes are in here, because it doesn't, like, to me, it doesn't smell like one specific note that's very recognizable to me. It smells more like an atmosphere. Yes, it does. And it's really interesting because the other fragrance that I mentioned earlier that I fell in love with, that I didn't tell you guys what it was, the other fragrance also transported me to another place in time, and I'm getting the feeling that of the 3 fragrances that I've tried from this house, the 3 have taken me to another place in time, or has immediately given me a strong imagery about it, on what I think it smells like or what memories it might evoke in me. So this is really, really, really interesting. Now I'm very, very, very interested in this house. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and order samples of this entire line, because 3 out of 3, you guys, is a good record, I think. And especially because these 3 have given me some feeling, some emotion, and it has challenged me. It makes me think of something. Whereas there's so many fragrances where I smell and I totally, like, I don't care, you know? And even though it smells good, it doesn't do anything, you know? It doesn't make me feel like anything at all. It's just boring. And, you know, and then you forget what it smells like, and you go through so many fragrances. They just don't leave a lasting impression. But I think that so far from this house, I've been really, really impressed. I have a few other fragrances here, I think. I don't know. Yes. Here I have a Luxor Oud, and I've heard some good things about this one, so stay tuned for that. I can do a video on that sometime soon as well. But yeah, I'm really, really, really impressed with this house so far. And I know that they have like this huge leather line. They have like African leather and Russian leather and French leather and Italian leather. And I'm very, very, very curious now to discover those ones as well. And yeah, I'm going to go through the notes and tell you guys what's in here. I'm just very, very impressed, you guys, so far with this house. So if you guys just be patient, I'll just grab it up here. Tiger's Nest. Okay. So, wow, very interesting notes here. So they don't have it listed in any, like in the pyramid of top, mid, and base notes. They have it just all together in one. In this fragrance, there's absinthe, aldehydes, lime, amber, saffron, incense, osmanthus, ylang ylang, rose, papyrus, vanilla, and Toulouse balsam. Really interesting. It's changing on the paper already. I'm definitely gonna test this more on my skin. Really, really interesting. It's still giving me that idea of Tiger Balm, which is a smell that I have liked all my life, because I don't know why. I do have memories of this fragrance, of that smell of Tiger Balm just wafting in the house. And although maybe that might be a turn off for you, and if it is, don't take my description seriously, because this is just my first impressions. But Yeah, Tiger Balm, less intense Tiger Balm, but it does have that thing in there. And what does it say here in the notes? Yeah, I was totally way off, but yeah, it's a very interesting note breakdown. And I will be testing that, and if it's anything worth talking about more about in the future on my channel, then you'll hear from me. But yeah, so far, it's a thumbs up from me, at least, to try more. And yeah, Tiger's Nest by Memo. Those are my first impressions. So guys, I'd like to thank you for sticking with me, watching the video. I really enjoyed doing this. I hope you guys are doing great. And I'll be back with another video soon. So stay tuned. See ya. Bye-bye.